Hi, I'm Vanessa Razzo. I'm part of the worldwide SMB Microsoft team. I'm here to share with you a few pieces of guidance around SEO and how to get started, and also 101 coming up. So in terms of our objective today is we want to provide you with the information and guidance. So your website and the web pages that you're investing in to be built out is fully compliant with all the SEO best practices. And really the intent of this is so your site can be found online. We do know that SMBs are online, 75% start there when they make their technology provider decisions. So we want to make sure that all of our partner as well as Microsoft websites can be found online. So in terms of our agenda today, I'm going to talk around your site setup, doing a quick content assessment, the importance of performance monitoring over time, and a quick checklist for you to keep in mind. So in terms of your site setup, really what you need to do is actually set up your site from a technical and content perspective so your site can be seen by search engine spiders. And really what this means is that we have two audiences when we build websites. One is to potential customers, and the other is from a technical standpoint in terms of the search engine result pages. And spiders are really just the technical term around a bot that crawls the site and finds relevant content and actually indexes that to be served up when someone actually goes in and types in a search result. So really the whole purpose and intent is just to be found online so you can be discovered in terms of your site. So step one, you need to determine if your site is being indexed currently today. So a really great place to start is by typing in site and then the URL of your site and just hitting search. So this will actually pull up all of the different ways that you're ranking online throughout your page and your site infrastructure, and just really gives good insight to make sure that nothing's happening from a technical standpoint that could be an obstacle in being found online. So if you look up at the top part of that search engine result page, you're going to see the number of search results in how your site's actually being indexed. So if it's particularly high in terms of the number or low, that could be an indication that there are some technical issues that could be fixed that would actually boost the number of results that you're being found on, and then actually increase the number of relevant traffic and potential customers to your website. So once you know that you're indexing, you've got to make sure that you're also being current. So a really great place to hone in on in terms of your search engine optimization strategy is making sure that you're linking internally throughout your site. So one is actually using keywords as part of that link and pointing to that really relevant content throughout your site infrastructure. So that gives the crawlers indication that that content is important, as well as encouraging external links. So whether we have, business advice sites or blogs or social areas, providing really relevant, interesting content such as videos or infographics and encouraging external site linkage actually boosts your domain strength and make sure that you're being found high on that search engine result page. Another great place to start is around a content assessment. So again, SEO is a blend of art and science. Part of it is technical and making sure it's being set up correctly, there's no issues. Another is around content, making sure that you're producing really timely, relevant content on an ongoing basis. So every part of your page should have a variety of content elements as part of it. So whether it's video, an infographic, an article, something interesting, that actually helps the search engine spiders crawl it and be able to index it. And then it's also really engaging in terms of that customer experience. So making sure you've got a consistent journey throughout and making sure that it's converting. So your site is actually working for you 24/7. So in terms of your content elements, there's something called metadata. So this is really the code behind that content that gives the crawlers the ability to understand what that content is about and be able to serve it up where relevant when someone searches for information regarding that. So it's around the title tag, so making sure that that's in place, making sure there's a meta description, so something that describes your site, and making sure that all of the keywords that you're targeting for someone to search for your site on are included in that result page. And then making sure that the data markup is understood. So what it's really doing is describing the content on your page from a technical standpoint, so your site can be discoverable. In terms of on-the-page content, there's some important pieces such as your header tags, making sure that that's in place, body copy, so aim for at least 200 pieces of text within that page, make sure it's not too light or too heavy in terms of the content amount, making sure you've got keywords that are relevant again throughout the information that you're sharing online. Again, internal links are a great way to actually boost your result. And then also the alt text behind the images really describe what that image is about from a crawling perspective. In terms of performance monitoring, now that you've got your index and you've got your content firing on all cylinders, you need to make sure that you're monitoring that over time and making sure that you're optimizing as part of that. So it's really important to have a regular rhythm in terms of analyzing your traffic, your SEO, and there's a number of different tools that I can recommend that can help you through that process. So from a Microsoft perspective, we use BrightEdge. It's a really great SEO keyword tool. It helps you monitor your content to make sure that you're being ranked. It can show you how you're boosting your positioning over time, because the higher you are on that result page, the more traffic you'll bring to your site. So you can recommend actually creating an account in BrightEdge and monitoring the phrases and the keywords over time, and you can see exactly where you are in comparison to your competitors as well. From a website performance, you need to make sure that you're also tracking your overall site performance from a traffic, seeing what channels your traffic is coming in from, whether it's SEO using natural search, whether it's paid, whether it's through campaign, or the referral sites that's bringing in traffic for you, to see what channels are the most effective in terms of that site conversion. Making sure you've got a seamless customer journey, they're finding the site content engaging and relevant and actually transacting. So making sure that you have that journey throughout the entire site and making sure it's relevant and making sure it's transactional. It also can help you really hone in on your top performing pages to see what's working and how you can expand from there. So really great insights. So while Microsoft.com uses our MDA platform using ComScore data, there's a number of other different tools, whether it's Google Analytics or Web Trends, Core Metrics, Adobe Analytics. Really the most important thing is that you're looking at your traffic and getting insights and optimizing over time. Some webmaster tools also are available. They're free. They also give you some insights around site errors. So you may not be aware that there could be, small technical issues that could be, again, dragging down that result. So it can hone in on that so you can fix that. Any penalties as part of that, making sure that you're seeing all the impressions and the clicks by a keyword. And you can also proactively submit your sitemap using XML structure. So it's just a simple file readout that you can proactively submit to the search engines. So in addition to the spiders crawling the site and indexing, it gives that index the ability to see all the content throughout the site, and that's particularly helpful if you have a larger site. So in terms of a quick checklist and what I've covered today, just to get started around SEO, number one, you need to determine if your site is being indexed and if there's any issues. It shows you the number of pages in the index. Again, it should be really close to the number of pages on your site. If it's too high or too low, that could be an indication of something technical that needs to be fixed. You need to make sure that the index is current, that you have content elements including metadata, and then on the page content that's relevant, timely, to make sure you're being ranked, and then also using your SEO measurement tools to analyze and make sure you optimize over time. So once you make sure that all of these elements are in place in terms of a final checklist, there's a lot more you can do from an SEO standpoint to further increase your site performance and make sure that you're capturing a majority of that traffic that's searching for a solution. So it's really important to make sure that you've got that technical resource in place so you're leveraging not only your marketers, but making sure you're also working with your technical support team or site manager to make sure that every element is working and in place. So with that, thank you very much.